name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Notero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, and boy, I couldn't be more excited. Back for another one of our shows, as you guys know, bringing one of my producers along, good friend of mine, Paparazzi. What's going on, Poppy?
Not much. Happy to be here.
Well, you should be, bud. You should be more like lucky to still be here. After the production of last week, we got to talk about that first and foremost. What the fuck happened?
There was a little audio glitch, a technical audio glitch with the TriCaster, the system that we produce. But guys, today you will hear.
What are you telling them for? Tell me.
There was an audio glitch with our TriCaster system.
So you think by 220 podcasts, you still find a way pretty much every show for something to fuck up.
It does even amaze myself that I find that way.
It's absolutely amazing. Guys, hope to God we got our ship back on track because the golden nuggets that I'm going to give you today is going to knock your fucking socks off.
True.
I don't know if you guys have been following along. For you guys that are just tuned into this is the VIP Sports Podcast, which is pretty much a spinoff of my show Money Talks that was all on CNBC. Pretty much brings you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger. This is a sports betting podcast. I don't preview every game. This is all about making fucking money. This podcast is to support the legalization of sports betting and showing amateur sports bettors and novice sports bettors how to make money doing it. Show you the lingo, show you the traps on the board, give you stats of what's hot, what's not. Remember, baseball is all about trends, and there's more money to be made right now in baseball than I could possibly even fucking take any time out of my day to even look at the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who's been following this show, you've been saying that and showing everybody week after week.
And like I said, guys, so this show right here is all about a sports betting experience and how you can make more money than you've ever made in your fucking life betting sports. My job is to give you the ins and outs. I throw you a couple golden nuggets, build a relationship up, have you call my office. And one thing about sports betting, there's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the world.
Well, they should know that by now because with the golden nuggets we've been giving out.
There's new people tuning in every day. You got to understand,
That's
I'm a
true.
brand. Make sure you check out Blowout Winner. It's June 6th, 2019, podcast number 220.
Wow.
And we're going to get plenty of that fucking paper today, guys. Like I said, shout out to all my 10-dime players up 50 grand for the week already. More importantly, shout out to Dr. Quinn coming by the office, dropping off a 10-rack band. For his part of his winnings for this week as well. We are on fire. Like I said, Las Vegas hit its first triple-digit day yesterday. We're at triple digits again. Only thing hotter than the weather are my fucking games right now. You might as well call me Pistol fucking Pete.
You're not lying.
Sport Show. You call me whatever you want. Just don't call me broke. Let's go show you guys how to make some money today. Fair enough? Our show's brought to you every Thursday by our boys over there at MyBookie. So let's go get that money. Advertising opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching it or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, work at a company that wants to get involved in this booming sports betting business, go to advertising at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. I'll get back with you with all the details how you can become a sponsor of our show. And like I said, we have 2 new sponsors that are launching in the next 30 days. Yep. And regardless, we're doing a sportsbook review. If the only way a sportsbook review wouldn't be to you guys by this weekend if this fucking guy did something to fuck it up on the production.
It'll be coming to you guys. Trust me, we're doing a few of them this weekend, and they're going to be coming out very shortly.
Which one you guys want to see? I'm about to knock out 3 or 4. I do this show for you guys to make that fucking money. So why don't you tell me what sportsbook you want me to preview?
Yeah,
you guys want a Motivation 101 Rolls Royce? Let me know. Today's show, we got a fantastic show for you today. I'm excited. 75th anniversary of D-Day.
Yeah.
God, being 45 years old, that means I was 30 before my game. That's a long time ago, Pop.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the coverage on all the news channels, ABC, CBS, BBC. Pretty interesting to see a lot of the old timers go back there
Yes.
for the first time.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, and by the way, even though we're not, I want to give a shout out to all the military,
Yep.
all the people in armed forces that are fighting for our country out there, whether you're in battle or not. I want to thank you for your service to
Yes.
our everything you do for our country. It allows guys like me to sit here, smoke kush, count money, and make people millions of fucking dollars. So I salute you and thank you. Make sure you call. I always give special deals to military people.
Yep, we love the military over here.
Quick NBA recap, which will be real quick, but I do have some things to say about it. Told you guys Clay's defense meant a lot more than you thought.
Yes, it did.
Major League segment, first five. Huh. What is he talking about first five for? Because I'm making more money. I'm 80% in my first fives. So write that down, Kelly, little big tits, Kelly Vegas. They say they're hitting eight. No, write that down, bitch. Kelly Vegas, I'm 80% in first fives the entire first half of Major League season, bitch. So, I only give out stats and percentages when they actually are what they say they are. You know what I mean?
First fives, umpires.
Win this game tonight, it might even go higher.
Correct.
And not to mention, I made history with the first period over stat that I had this year in hockey that hit 80% for the entire fucking year.
Right.
So we'll leave it at that. I'm pumped up today. You know why, guys? The money's out there for the taking, and I want to make sure you get it. Remember, it's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. For some of you wise guy clowns out there that, put in a comment, stop all the sales shit and this, that, and the other. Selling what, bud? I'm a multi-millionaire. I run the biggest sales force, biggest sports consultant fucking company in the world. This is me being me, giving you game. I ain't selling you shit. I don't need nothing from you. It's your bookie's money I want. Remember that, smart ass. And for all you other guys that want to learn and appreciate the show, and one thing that does hurt me a little bit, but it is what it is a lot of the cursing, a lot of the, eat a dick, the cunt, the blah, 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 because I'm unfiltered. It keeps a lot of those square rich people that want to bet big, away from calling me. Because if you listen to my podcast, a lot of the cussing can turn a lot of people off. Like I said, my brother's a doctor. He ain't going to listen to the podcast with his kids sitting in the car.
Obviously, yes.
So, even though I lose those big whales, and those are the guys that call you up with, hey, Steve, I saw your podcast. I have $100,000 to invest. I've never done this before. Those are called green peas.
Right.
Those are guys that you beg for in this business. That's why I'm on top, because I create brand new sports bettors on a regular basis. Not 15 generation degenerate guys that have been with 15. God, I don't want the guy that's been with 15 different services, this, that, and the other, and has a bad attitude, and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want the guy that's dead serious about making a second income and wants to treat this like a business.
Right.
In other words, don't have your heart in it. Don't fucking try to text my cell phone after the game won with a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't need the bullshit. You know what I mean? Right. I'm dealing with guys that want to treat this as a business, as a numbers game.
And make themselves a second income, as you always say.
Not watch the game every day, stress out their wife, or be at work yelling at a coworker due to a game. You understand? One thing about this, the emotion comes out. Anybody that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this with me and myself, there's no emotion in this. It's a numbers game. As long as you win more than you lose, that's all that matters. What do you say we give them a nice show?
Let's go.
You got it. Let's get right into the Belmont Stakes, Poppy, since you are in the horse biz. Believe it or not, guys, the motherfucker used to do harness racing. I wouldn't have believed it either till you see all his pictures and shit. His little ass over there. Imagine him 100 pounds lighter. He's a fucking redhead albino jockey.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, well, driver.
Whatever the fucking case was. You were getting, you guys are called drivers. Is that disrespected to be called the jockey?
It's not.
Because you're
It's
not
not
riding a horse,
disrespect.
right?
Correct.
You're in the carriage.
Yeah, you're in a bite. It's called a sulky. Correct.
Well, just seeing you on that carriage alone was enough to blow me out the goddamn water.
Yes.
You're fumbling through papers like you're confused. Are you concerned or something?
Not concerned.
I'm running the show. You ain't got to worry about reading nothing. I got an outline. homie.
Okay.
You just sit on here and do what you do.
All right. Well,
Belmont Stakes, like I said, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. So
Okay, perfect.
I know you guys want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. You're just looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size shapes of sports bettors. Small or tall, crawling or balling. I'm going to start doing Instagram Live, which you guys been begging me to do that forever. A couple of you haters out there that you want to come attack me on Instagram Live, boy, if you can attack me and overcome me, I got $10,000 for you. A lot of positivity for all you guys that want to come talk some shit with me and boss up. We're going to go on Instagram Live, and I'm going to let them have it. We ain't filtering none of the little dicks that get in. Somebody tries to be clowning, make sure you're ready, because I'm a verbal assassin.
And we'll let you guys know with some notifications when that's going to happen.
That's
so
happening
you can,
this week.
You know.
I'm letting you know. Like I said, I just
Perfect.
got out of a meeting with all my guys. It's popping. So be ready. A lot of frauds out there, guys. If you want to make sure it's me, 877-220-6540. Stop getting caught up with all these fake fucking people on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. These guys don't know a fucking thing about sports betting. They don't know any players. They're not in Las Vegas, and they sure as fuck aren't dealing with guys that make lines. So be careful for all these trap guys that are sitting in their grandmother's basement giving you games when they don't even bet themselves nor have a pot to piss in. You know, when I did my show Money Talks, there was 32 sports consultants around the world on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Now there's tens of thousands.
Correct.
Everybody's this, everybody's that. Shout out to another guy called in the office stalking, Bobby the Bookie Killer.
I heard about him, yes.
Oh, God. Bobby, do whatever you got to do, but do me a favor. Get more than 200 followers and 30 likes, bud. You know what I mean? If you're going to copy me, I'm all for, duplicating success.
Right.
I'm all for that. But when you try to act like me and use my names and all that, it goes to another level. Ain't nobody going to believe you. Back to my point. Make sure you call that number to know it's me. A lot of motherfuckers out there using my names,
Yes.
frauding, acting like they're me. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. When you subscribe, make sure you click that little bell
Yes.
to choose to get notifications of everything I do. Sportsbook review, Motivation 101, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I read every one of your comments. Appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate everything and everybody that's been following us from day one, from the bottom of my heart. 220 podcasts. The least I can do is keep spitting you out those golden nuggets and making you that paper, because at the end of the day, it's $1 trillion industry and everybody deserves their shit.
Correct.
All right, Poppy. Where else can they listen to us?
They can listen us to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Pocket Casts, and all other major podcast platforms, or simply just ask Alexa or your preferred smart speaker to play the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. We post new episodes every Thursday night.
Yeah, where can they follow us? Tell them about our socials.
They can follow us over here on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at VIP Sports Las Vegas. And you can direct message us with any questions, and we will get right back with you.
Guys, by the way, make sure you check out the new Absolute Blowout Winner merchandising line. I told you I was blowing this shit up, and I am. We got the new ones, even with the new touch, with the VIP on the back. You guys ain't seen that shit. You ain't peeped that one out. We got to make sure that you get that. But your swagger this summer, you got to up it up a little bit, guys, with the gear that'll make you the envy of everyone in the sports book, the game, or even sitting on the sofa. If you know me, you definitely know what an absolute blowout winner is, and now is your chance to rep my gear in your hometown. Go to absoluteblowoutwinner.com today. We plan to have more than a couple more items added to the store here in the near future.
Yeah.
And more importantly, over 8,000 in sales. Shout out to everybody out there involved. Shout out to my boy Joe out there getting the job done. I love you, buddy, from the bottom of my heart. You know I've been going through some major shit. Everybody's had my back. My support system is solid.
I could tell you that I've been rocking the 4 shirts that I have, the 4 different ones over in the sports books around town, and people are coming up to me everywhere asking where they can get them. So
I mean, is that like surprise you or something? Did you
no,
forget that? I mean,
it does not surprise me.
is my celebrity from a B class to a C class rating now or something?
No,
'Cause every time everybody
people
knows
like
me.
you, and they ask where you can get the
Well, when
Steve Stevens
somebody's
merchandise.
real, they always want to know where that person is. You know what I mean?
That's true. But people around town, especially in the books, they like the shirts. I can tell you that.
Let's talk about a little D-Day. Poppy. What do we got here?
Well, some historians consider D-Day the single most important day in the 20th century. On June 6, 1944, 150,000 Allied forces stormed the beach of Normandy, France, and begun to turn the tide of World War II, leading to the eventual defeat of the Nazi Germany. More than 4,000 Allied troops lost their lives in the D-Day invasion, with thousands more wounded or missing. So today is the 75th anniversary, obviously very important. Lots of dignitaries, leaders of the world. President Trump is over there right now. President Macron, or Prime Minister Macron from France. Theresa May, Prime Minister of Great Britain, is over there. So you have all the world leaders over there because this is the 75th anniversary, and it's a big deal.
More than 4,000 Allied troops lost their lives in D-Day invasion, with thousands more wounded or even missing.
Yes.
So shout out to everybody that's ever supported the country. Shout out to all of our troops. everybody in the Armed Force Network, the VIP Sports supports you, loves you, and we appreciate everything.
And I mean, had this not happened, who knows where the world would be today? So it may very well definitely be the most important day, you know, of the 20th
I'm
century.
supporting it. I don't think I'd be able to sit here and smoke kush and do my thing and get these people these winners and pound these sports books out if it wasn't for them. So
I agree.
appreciate you laying it out for us. You know what I mean?
And them and their families, yeah, definitely.
Let's get right down to NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your pins. We're going to talk about the NBA Finals. Without Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, Golden State Steph Curry scored 47 points, however, in a losing effort, but as the Toronto Raptors took a 2-1 lead in this series. What do you think, Pop?
Well, I told some friends at my house last night when we watched the game that Steph would have to score 70 for them to win. He did put up 47 in a great effort, but, you know, Toronto, Kawhi Leonard's unbelievable, and you were saying off air with me he's going to get an unbelievable contract.
Yeah, all this is showing is that he's definitely a single-handedly beast, and that he's about to get awarded probably one of the biggest contracts in NBA history over there in Toronto.
Yes, and he deserves it. And what I was telling my friends is, with Kawhi Leonard, obviously he's going to show up and play great because he does every game. If his cast with the Danny Greens and the Marc Gasols and the Kyle Lowrys and the Siakams, if a couple of those guys can have good games without Klay Thompson, without Kevin Durant, it's too much for Steph Curry to have to do to overcome. And that's exactly what happened last night.
Well, Cousins isn't playing. He's playing kind of weak. You know, Green can only take you so far. Steph Curry can only score so many fucking points to do their job. I mean, it is what it is. Now, here's a winning formula. Like you said, Danny Green, 6 3-pointers, okay? On top of it, Leonard, 30 points, getting the fucking job done with only 17 shots.
Right.
So the dude was on fucking fire.
Correct.
Okay? And then you got Kyle Lowry with 23 points and 9 assists. That's a team effort. That's how you win basketball games.
They showed up, and Golden State's so shorthanded right now. They show up. Toronto is a team effort. Golden State just doesn't have the bullets right now.
By the way, the sports books got paid yesterday. Everybody and their mom was on fucking Golden State. Underdogs, write this down, guys. 2-1 in the finals, and the over 2-1 in the finals.
Yes.
So if you're one of those guys that are betting the favorite in the over, you're actually losing. It's more like the underdog in the over, and you'd be what, 4-2?
Yes.
66%, not a bad stat. Would
No.
I play it? Absolutely not. You know what I mean?
You're on baseball.
Yeah, goddamn right I am. And I also got my balls right on the bookie's chin. It's a little bit more than just baseball, bro. My balls are being spread everywhere.
Yes.
The money's to be made. 6 straight games in the playoffs. Golden State has trailed, by the way, by double digits at some point in the first half.
That's a hell of a stat.
It is. How the fuck do you, I mean, they've been going against the grain the whole fucking time.
Yep.
They've been working their ass off just to have to come back.
Right.
So 6 straight games in the playoffs where they trailed by double digits. But these are, you know, guys, let's talk about the injuries first and foremost, okay? Klay Thompson, questionable. Kevin Durant, questionable. DeMarcus Cousins played, like I told you, but he looked weak as fuck in Game 3. Okay?
Yeah, he did.
He's way too big to not have no energy.
Correct.
At this point, you know, get your shot of B12, stop fucking your girl so much, and, you know, focus a little bit. It's the fucking championship.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I mean, he's coming back from an injury that most likely most guys wouldn't be coming back from in the time frame that
I
he
wouldn't
is.
give a fuck. These
So-
hyperbaric chambers these days, all you got to do is go in the hyperbaric chamber. The healing is 10 times. It impedes the healing compared to what it was back in the day.
It does, but I think he's rushed coming back. So
Has he?
I think he has
Then
a
get
little
the
bit
fuck
of
out the game and
excuse.
get out the way and let somebody else play because you came in and you looked weak and you were actually in the way.
They did.
All right, now you guys, let me break this shit down to you. You know, what was your question?
Well, your thoughts going forward for the rest of the series. If Golden State gets Klay back, are they okay, or do they need Kevin Durant back as well?
Without any shadow of a doubt, they need them both.
I agree.
First of all, I told you guys many times, Klay's defense is what makes them an all-star team.
Yep.
That's why you can never take Klay out of that situation. And that's why Klay is okay to stay in a situation like that, because I think even he knows he's a number 2.
We discussed that last week.
Yeah, he's one of the best number 2 guys in the fucking business. And what he doesn't get credit for is how good of a defensive player he is. He stops the other team from scoring. He does a lot of shit that people don't give him credit for. And he definitely needs to come back if they have any fucking chance of getting the job done. I mean, is Golden State done? No. They could still come over tomorrow or, you know, and win the fucking game. No problem. Do they need Klay back? Do they want Kevin Durant? Absolutely.
Yep.
This proves and shows why Golden State wanted Durant. They knew that they had enough, but they needed one more all-star superstar to put the nail in the fucking coffin.
100%.
And that's exactly what Kevin Durant is. He's the fucking mailman because he's delivering.
Klay Thompson will talk about defense. Toronto last night had 26 points at midway through the first quarter, 52 points with 6 minutes left in the first half last night. I mean, Klay right there shows you what he does. Kawhi only took 17 shots last night. Klay Thompson is very, very important defensively to this team. I mean, you take him out of the system, and Steph, again, put up 47 points last night, and they still got blown out. Never really had the lead at all. I don't think even at one point Golden State had the lead last night. So Klay Thompson is so important to that team, but they do need Kevin Durant and Klay back to win this series.
Absolutely. That's their all-star team. That's their championship team, and that's the team that plays together. So remember this going into next year when this team breaks up, what they really are all about.
Right.
They'll be at. Now, I'll leave it at this. Without Klay, without Kevin, they're going to have some troubles. With Klay, these teams are like literally evenly matched.
Yeah, and
Durant is the key factor in this situation.
And Kevon Looney, who, we all don't think, that's an all-star or anything like that, and he's not. But internal with Golden State, they call him a key piece to their future. So with that team, and especially with DeMarcus Cousins not being 100%, he is key, and he's out for the series now too. So, I mean, Golden State is not as deep as they are. You have Andrew Bogut having to come in and play a lot more minutes than he's used to, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to go and, put up 25 points like they need.
As a sports bettor, here's the bottom line, guys. We're not placing any bets on this game. This series isn't worth it. You bet money in baseball, get your fucking scratch, and watch the game for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
That's all I can tell you. More importantly, time to get to that Major League Baseball, guys. I told you we've been kicking ass and taking name. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody can fucking touch me when it comes down to Major League Baseball right now. I'm hot as a fucking pistol. And by the way, the Major League segment, who's that brought to you by?
It's brought to you by our main sponsor, MyBookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more entertaining when you've got action on the games. You've heard us talking about MyBookie.ag for weeks now, and it's the one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Created by online gaming pioneers in 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. With in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in your action. And today, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to MyBookie.ag today and use the promo code LASVEGAS, all one word, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And make sure to follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they're posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting with MyBookie.ag. And remember, who you are betting on is just as important as who you're betting with.
Shout out to my bookie out there. Now, Quan, I know we got the assistant producer out there. Now, he's making sure that he does the wide view when you read the ads, right, Bud? Because it seemed like it was just on Poppy the whole time. All right, Bud, we want to make sure. Shout out to my man out there getting the job done. I think with the assistant in that place, maybe there won't be no fuck-ups.
Yeah, Quan is doing a very good job for just starting there. I give props to Quan.
Yeah, I hear you, Bud. Anyway, let's do a little recap, guys. This is a segment where we go over, like I said, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Right. If you go to our previous podcast, me and Skipper have told the future on so many different fucking things over the last few years with sports betting, the legalization of it, everything that was going to happen, FanDuel shutting down as a fantasy football, waiting for sports betting to be legal and taking over with FanDuel. We told you all of this, guys. One thing about us is we predict the future. Nobody's better than me with the Golden Nuggets. Last podcast, I said, Twins have a stellar record on the fucking road. Guess what the results were, Poppy?
I think the Twins won 3 or 4 games over in Tampa.
They sure did, guys. 75%. No big deal, guys. Another, shout-out gift from me to you. You know what I mean? Couple more winners. Guys, if you've been listening to my podcast lately, you're 70+%
yes.
on the Golden Nuggets that I give out for free. It's a reason why our inbound, the day after the show, went from 100 and something paid down to 50. Now, last week was 105, so shout out to everybody taking advantage of my promotion.
Yes.
And by the way, the promotion that I ran, deal with me for the weekend for the $250, everybody went 3-0.
Yep.
And if you don't believe me, take your ass on social media and Instagram and ask like you always do, and my clients will get on there and fucking give you the answer. Bottom fucking line. So Minnesota on the road. Guys, we said the Yankees shouldn't have any troubles against the Boston Red Sox. Isn't that what I said?
That is what you said.
Guess what the result was?
After Game 1 got rained out, the Yankees took 2 of 3 off the Red Sox.
Say that again?
The Yankees took 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox.
Okay, just making sure. So, guys, right there, if you're doing what I'm telling you to do, you got 3 of 4, you got 2 of 3. I mean, what else do you want, guys? That record right there is a 5-2 situation.
Well, what they should want is calling you for the other big plays, because they're not getting what they don't understand is what we're giving out here is not the games that you have.
Correct.
Private.
Well, no, it's information and shit that I'm looking at and I'm doing, but you got to know when to pick your spots. I've said that very much. That's why, I mean, the smart guys are calling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, anybody that deals with you internet only or email only or texting only, and you deal with that guy and you don't have a personal relationship, no offense, you're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen. You think it's convenient, but you don't know who you're dealing with, you have no relationship, and all that's going to do is cost you money in the end. VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Make sure you holler at me. I'll make you more money than you've ever made in your fucking life. Anyway, Yankees got the job done in the Red Sox. You take those 2 golden nuggets that we gave you, that's 5-2. 70+%. Bottom fucking
Great
line.
weekend.
Anyway, guys, grab your pen and a piece of paper. Time for me to get into some absolute blowout winning information for you. Today, I'm going to do the top first 5 inning home teams. These are teams that are at home that win during the first 5.
And for some of you starting betting guys, you can bet first 5 innings. It's a bet that most offshore places take, every Vegas casino takes, and a lot of local bookies will take. It's an option that you can bet the first 5 innings.
I keep forgetting that we have brand new amateur
Novice,
sports bettors
yes.
out there that don't know what exactly what we're talking about. The first 5 in every baseball game, you can bet the first 5 innings. What team will win and the over/under. It's at every sports book. I've been killing the first 5s lately. That's what all my big boys get. So it's only right I give you guys a little bit of information because the records are astronomical. And with sports bettors out there, you guys are losing your fucking asses. With stats like these, if you just listen to my podcast, you're making more money than you do at your job.
Right, and again, this is the point of having you is it's not, sometimes you don't always just have the game. Sometimes you have a first 5 or the first periods like in hockey that we've had.
Correct. Write this down, guys. These are the top 5 teams in the first 5 when they're playing at home. Dodgers, 19-8, first 5 at home. Yankees, 19-9, first 5 at home. Minnesota Twins, like I've said, 19-5, first 5 at home. Do you guys understand that stat is fucking amazing? You're up 14 units. Minus juice, you're up 13 units on that one stat alone, guys. Now, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. As a sports bettor, those are real stats that are getting you paid versus all that other bullshit. Don't listen to some degenerate line at the sports book. Don't try to guess on your own. Don't bet games depending how you feel because you don't know shit. Don't take it the wrong way, no offense. You don't know shit, and you shouldn't be basing off how you feel because it don't matter how you feel. You don't feel shit or know shit. Money management and discipline is the formula for success. Don't ever fucking forget that. That's why you have to call me. I'm a consultant. I'm no different than a stockbroker. Selling information, selling tips, but more importantly, one-on-one personal care.
Right.
And that's what the fuck it's all about. More importantly, even the Cardinals, 20-9 at home, 68, 69%. So, guys, teams that are winning first 5 at home, Cardinals, Yankees, Dodgers, and Twins. When they're at home, you want to bet them first 5 and get your fucking money. These stats right here that I just gave you, reason why I'm just bringing them out is because I got to share it. I've made over $1 million. You heard what the fuck I said. My clients have made over $1 million
77 and 32
in the last 60 days on these first 5s. It's outrageous. I mean, just fucking around adding these up, what do you get?
77 and 32.
77 and 32.
Nearly 70.
Anyway, guys, moving on. Because like I said, I want to keep the show a little excited. Ain't no time to lag. These are teams that are getting the money first 5 on the road. So in other words, these are teams you bet first 5 to win when they're on the road. Minnesota Twins, 18-11 on the road.
You hear a theme in the show, Minnesota Twins?
Yeah.
Talk about them a lot.
Tampa Bay Rays, 15-6 when they're on the road. They got the job done last night. I think they'll win again today. I think they're, it's what, 9? That game's getting ready to start, actually.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, away teams that you bet, the first 5, Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. 16-6, 17-6 actually, and 18-11. Those are two stat numbers right there that'll get you fucking paid. You don't need to bet anything else when you're on trends like this, guys.
Right.
You don't have to look for your favorite team. You don't have to look for games like this every fucking day. You get your money, plain and fucking simple. Now, write this down. We're going to talk about first 5 overs. Why am I giving out so am I doing too much here?
You are doing too much.
This is what I sell. This is what Skip hates me for.
Yeah.
And guys, do me a favor. Stop fucking putting comments where Skip is.
Sure.
If you're not a fan of this show, or if you are a fan of your show, you got to sound pretty fucking ignorant not to know where he is right now. He's in the sales room. He doesn't want to do the podcast. He works 3 hours a day, 4 days a fucking week, and makes 7 figures a year. Correct. You guys think he could commit an hour? I said the same thing. He doesn't want to. He makes enough money over there. I won't ruin my relationship with him. Will he come sit in with me and do podcasts? Absolutely. Was our chemistry amazing? Absolutely. Am I fucking mad as fuck at him that he's here every day? Absolutely. He's at a different point of his life. His kids are graduated, he loves his wife, and they love touring around. He makes enough money in the sales room to to do what the fuck he wants. And that's where our relationship is. Is it going to be me and Poppy forever, even though I love Poppy? No, but he'll be invited in as much as he wants. The future, like Poppy said, he's been working deals with Joe, is to where we're going to have a lot of celebrity guests that come and sit in the chair with me, where I break them down, talk about their life, and talk about getting that money on a street level and get answers that nobody else can. And talk about sports at the same time, show you how to get that money. Because after all, I don't care who I bring here, or I don't care who sits in the chair over there. This show is all about educating you on how to be a better sports bettor and how to make that fucking money. And if you're not looking to make money, do me a favor and turn the fucking channel, because you ain't for me. Bottom line. So these are first 5 inning teams to the over. These are teams you want to bet the over in the first 5. Seattle Mariners, 40-22 to the over in the first 5. Minnesota Twins, 35-23 to the over in the first 5. Pirates, 34-23 in the first 5. Rangers, 24-23 in the first 5. 33, excuse me. No, 23. I know what the fuck I'm
34-23.
34-23.
Yes.
Now you're trying to correct the Don or what?
Yes.
People know I smoke marijuana.
I
They
know.
know I had good intentions with the right number. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So 34-23, 34-23. Seattle, first 5 over. Twins, first 5 over. Pirates, first 5 over. And more importantly, Pirates. Let me finish up a couple other things with baseball. We'll take a break and get right back at it, because after all, this is where all the money is to be made.
Yeah.
I just give you guys so many golden nuggets right there. I don't even know what else the fuck you want me to do. Want me to come out there and wash your car, shine your shoes? I mean, what does it take for you to call, guys? I'm going to run a promotion for you guys today, and here a little bit after the break, it's going to knock your fucking socks off. But check this out. These are teams that are hot, full game over. So these are teams that you want to bet the entire game over who are hot right now. Pittsburgh Pirates, 12-3 in their last 13 games. It's probably one of the hottest stats on the sheet. Yep. So make sure you take Pittsburgh over till they let you down for 2 in a row. You know what I mean? Pirates have allowed 32 runs in their last 4 games. So, I mean, these motherfuckers are doing whatever it takes to get the job done. And more importantly, giving up runs and scoring runs at the same time.
Tells me their pitching sucks and their
Tells me
bullpen
their
is
pitching's
horrible.
El Garbaggio.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I mean?
bullpen's horrible. Keep playing that over.
Period. So that's a golden nugget from me to you. Call us Santa Claus, because that's a gift. Atlanta Braves, guess what, guys? 7 straight overs, because they sure as fuck can't win a game to save their fucking life.
Yeah.
If you're putting money on the Atlanta Braves right now, you might as well take that little tomahawk, bend over, and shove it right up your ass, because all you're doing is giving the bookie all of your money, and you work too hard. Stop betting these fucking games on your own. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the promotion right fucking now. I'm tired of it. Guys, here's the fucking deal. The promotion is coming out. The podcast will be out in a couple hours. I tell you what I'll do. You give me a call Thursday night or Friday. I'm going to give you the NBA playoff game, and more importantly, the entire weekend of my personal plays. Let me give that to you again. I'm going to work with you personally, give you my personal plays through the weekend for $250. Okay. Did you hear what I just said?
Yep.
Not $2,500 a game, just because I'm going to give you guys a taste of the baseball, but serious inquiries only, and I have stipulations. If you bet 500 or less, no offense, don't call for this promotion. These are for serious guys that bet a minimum of $5,000 up to $100,000 a game. I'm going to take the chance with you guys. I'm going to give you the NBA playoff game. Most importantly, work with you the entire weekend myself for $250, a $5,000 value. Why? Because I'm in a good mood. I've been making a lot of fucking money, and that's not me and being cocky. Look at my watch. Look at this. Look, I'm 5'2" and just bought a new car. You know who I'm talking about. Shout out to the Hawaiian. But I'm making money and have money because you guys are making money. Right. Don't forget, guys, I work commission. I'm not one of these snake oil salesmen that sell people for hundreds of thousands of dollars up front. I work on a commission basis. I don't get paid unless you do. Real fucking simple. That cuts all the bullshit out of it right off the bat. I don't make money unless you do. What else you want? That's keeping it real right there, Pop.
It makes it very simple.
You're motherfucking right. So here's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Today and today only, like I said, don't wait, don't delay. You're never going to get me for this price ever again. Get my NBA Finals game on Friday. I'm going to give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the entire weekend, my personal plays, working with me personally for $250. Guys, you want to be like my clients? This came from a guy that bets $500 a game, guys. I'm 7-1 in my last 8 games. Don't you understand that? 7-1 in my last 8 games. 14-2 in our last 16 games. Guys, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to tell you how to get even more money in baseball and talk about a few other things. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Right after the break. Back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, President and CEO of VIP Sports, the best sports consultant money can buy. In the first part of that show, we went over a lot of first 5 information, maybe a little too much. I'm teaching you guys too much out there, but hell, if no one else is going to do it, I got to do it. Sports Betting 101. It's my job to teach all you amateur, novice people out there how to be the best you can be. After all, there's enough money out there for everybody. Make sure, if you haven't yet, call me. I ran a promotion right before the break, $250. It's a $5,000 value. You'll never get this promotion again. I'll work with you personally the entire weekend, $250, plain and fucking simple. It's for guys betting at least $500 a game. Before I left, I wanted to give you one more stat. San Diego Padres, 6 straight overs. So you can't look them over as well. You might want to be looking for those Padres to go over. San Diego's allowed 36 runs in their last 5 games. So they're another team that's shit and scoring a couple runs. So anyway, and it's only fair to go over some hot teams to the under.
Correct.
All right, so write this down, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I'm giving out a lot today, dude.
Tons.
You guys deserve it, though, like I said. But if you don't call for that promotion, you're out of your mind. These are teams that are hot to the under for the full game. LA Dodgers, straight 7 unders.
Yep.
Straight fucking 7 straight games.
Great pitching.
They're getting the job done over there. Be careful for LA to come in strong, finish out the second half of the season, and maybe win the fucking World Series.
Yeah, I think this year they're for real.
Yeah, you know, I was all over Houston's Dick guarantee that they're going to win, but they get iffy and they fuck up at the end too.
Yeah.
But talent-wise, I mean, they still got it over there in Houston.
I think you can see
Houston
Houston and the Dodgers.
14-1 yesterday.
I don't know
Who got pounded harder. The prostitutes this weekend over there for the convention that was in town, or Them yesterday.
Or Milwaukee 2 days ago, 16-0
Oh.
at home to Miami.
That's just getting absolutely annihilated.
Yes.
Pummeled.
Yes.
You talk about a fucking blowout. Anyway, guys, Dodgers 7 straight unders, and plus Dodgers have allowed just 10 runs in their last 7 games. Like Poppy said, pitching's phenomenal.
Yes.
St. Louis Cardinals 8-2 to the under in their last 10 games. Got to play them, guys. St. Louis under. Cardinals have just allowed 13 runs total in their last 5 games. And by the way, if you're my client, you know we've been on that.
Yeah.
We were pissed when the delayed happened, and then they're back today looking like the game's going to go under. Who fucking knows? I didn't play them today. I'm not going to lie. Kansas City 7-2 to the under in the last 9 games. The Royals have scored just 8 runs in their last 5 games.
Yeah, that's not a great pitching team, but they have no hitting, Kansas City.
They didn't. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, baseball is in full effect right now. The NBA Finals is just there. Now, hockey, can you make paper? Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in 1 second. Before we get to that, I want to give a shout-out to my boy Andy Ruiz, who is now the first ever Mexican-American heavyweight champ. Shout out to you. If I had a sombrero, I'd represent for you, homeboy. Get your fucking people, Holmes. You fucking deserve it. Let's say, get that fucking money or whatever. Anyway, talk about Andy Garcia, Poppy.
Well, Andy Ruiz is now the first ever Mexican-American heavyweight champ after a shocking victory over Anthony Joshua. At William Hill, U.S. locations in Nevada, 96% of the bets were on Andy Ruiz, but 90% of the money came in on Joshua, enlarged to a $100,000 wager on Joshua at minus 2,000 odds on May 23rd. Now a rematch between Ruiz and Jr. and Anthony Joshua is being confirmed to take place later this year. The winner could possibly face Deontay Wilder. Question, would you rather see Ruiz versus Wilder or Joshua versus Wilder?
Me?
You. I'll give my opinion too, but you.
Go ahead. Well, I mean, I need none of them. The reason why it turns me off, no disrespect to the champs in this, the heavyweight class doesn't excite me no more, dude. I don't give a fuck about it. It doesn't do anything for me. I'd probably rather see Dante.
Well, Dante is the fighter, but do you want to see him versus Anthony Joshua or versus Ruiz?
Probably Ruiz. I mean,
versus Ruiz. Me personally, Anthony Joshua, I've met Anthony a couple of times.
No, because you always want to fight the champ, though, Poppy. You know boxing, that's my game.
But Anthony will be the champ after the rematch. This fight, I watched the fight the other day. First off, Joshua was a 2,000 favorite. On the take back, Ruiz was plus 12 to 1. Anthony Joshua in the 3rd round knocked Ruiz down. And to Joshua's surprise, Ruiz got up and knocked him down twice in the 3rd round. Knocked him down 4 times in the fight.
So would you agree maybe some sloppy, ugly heavyweight boxing?
Yes.
That's why I'm not into it.
Joshua.
I really don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I don't give a fuck who's the champ. People ain't going to make any money on this. I wouldn't bet Anthony Joshua, wouldn't bet fucking Wilder, and I sure as fuck wouldn't bet Ruiz. So as far as the heavyweight division, as far as sports betting, give me the dick. I ain't got time to talk about something we ain't betting. Moving on. Let's get right down to NHL segment because hockey is where I am making some good money.
And we have our bet.
Yeah, we sure, and it's fucking tied 2-2, but
yes, I know.
Let's do it, mate. Let's get right into the National Hockey League Stanley Cup. As you know, 2019 Stanley Cup Finals have been a very good game, and we've said this from the beginning of the series.
Yes.
And we made a bet. Series is tied 2-2. Money line. St. Louis now plus 135.
Yes.
Boston minus 160. Spread, St. Louis plus 1.5, minus 210. Boston minus 1.5, plus 175. Spread, St. Louis.
The total.
Total, 5.5. Over, plus 125. Under, minus 145. Guys, we've been telling you about the stats with the over. Now, here is an under. The total, they put it at 5.5 and give you the under at 145. You don't think they're trying to trap these motherfuckers?
They've been trying to trap them all game. They moved it to 5 in Game 3, trying to trap them.
They're not trying. They are.
Yes.
Sports books are catching motherfuckers left and right on these totals, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure you get your money. Make sure you call, take advantage of that promotion. 877-220-6540. I'll take you under my wing, make you my personal project, and take you to the next level because you deserve it. You deserve to shine. You know what I mean? You deserve to be upgraded, and I'm going to make sure I do that for you. Anyway, the public money, the money line betting percentage, St. Louis 33%, Boston 67%.
It doesn't surprise me.
Well, everyone thinks the Bruins are going to get it done. I mean, that would make sense considering they're at home tonight Series period, St. Louis plus 126, Boston 150. Obviously, Boston's heavy favorite tonight, huh?
They are. I won't lie. I'm a little bit worried tonight.
You should be.
I am a
They're
little
at
worried
home,
tonight.
so they're giving them a high line. Guys,
Yes.
don't fall for the bullshit. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have you read between the lines and tell you what I'm doing, but this game, just stick with what you know. Don't try to come up with something new or this, that, and the other, because people are getting fooled with this type of line in this game.
I agree.
It's 2-2. This is the normal line on this game should be maybe 110.
I agree.
115 at the most.
I agree.
So it's completely off. This is a game where it's a major line differential. Make sure you call, and I'll tell you how. So what do you think here, Pop? I mean, you got to stick with your guns.
I mean,
what needs to be done? All right, so you like Boston, obviously. I mean, my job
Yeah.
isn't to ask you who you like or whatever. You're here to break shit down. So what team needs to do what to win this fucking series?
I think St. Louis needs to keep it ugly. St. Louis needs to keep it physical. That's
they
what they
both
need
do.
to do to win. Boston, if they can keep it fast and their big guys, Bergeron and Chara can get in there and stuff like that. I think if Boston can keep the game fast-paced,
They could get the job
they
done.
can get the job done. If St. Louis can keep it physical and ugly, St. Louis can get the job done.
Okay, so they got to step up their game and have all those elements to get the job done, though.
Yes.
Like I said, Boston's at home. They have the home field advantage. Is it worth $156, $160?
Not that much.
No, but
Right.
fuck no.
Right.
Not
I agree.
at all. When coming off a loss, guys, in the 2019 NHL postseason, the Bruins have usually responded quickly in the following contest, averaging 1.83 first-period goals in such games. Additionally, following the Bruins' loss in Game 2, Boston scored 3 first-period goals en route to a 7-2 victory in Game 3.
Yep.
So, guys, you don't know what I'm doing, but like I said, I'm sick with it when it comes down to this hockey. These first periods have been paying me. I'm hitting more first periods than girls are right now, guys. It's all I can fucking tell you, because it is just absolutely insane. And I'm not the type of guy to stroke my own dick, but when the type of money's coming in like this, man, you just can't deny it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say it again. Men lie, women lie, numbers fucking don't. This hockey right now is on fire.
All
so
year.
it should be a great game tonight. We'll see. Sports-related news, Hollywood, Florida. Authorities say 2 female acquaintances. I don't know if that's a good word for a couple hoes or strippers or what, but authorities say 2 female acquaintances vanished with more than $500,000 in jewelry from the running back, Le'Veon Bell,
Good old Le'Veon.
from his Florida home. Hollywood police said Bell returned from the gym, found the women gone, and his jewelry missing. Police report obtained by the Associated Press refers to 2 women as Bell's girlfriends.
Yes.
So, Bell, you had a couple hoes.
Correct.
You ran an orgy like a lot of fucking sports all-stars do. Your paper's through the fucking ceiling. You ain't got nothing to do but work out and fuck all day. You run an orgy. You have a 2-piece spicy. You busted a nut that was so good that you were comfortable enough to leave him at your house and go to the gym. Le'Veon Bell, shame on you. Shame on you. You deserve to get jacked. You never leave anybody with your money. You never leave anybody at the house. You got to get Steve Stevens 101 excuses on how to get out of a situation. If you were waking up, you had to go to the gym. Sweetie, you ain't going to believe this. I got to go to the gym. The exterminator's coming, and everyone has to leave the house. You don't leave anybody around anybody or your money or anything. Learn how to boss up. Or always have a personal assistant security.
That's what I was gonna
around
ask.
with you at all times to where someone can babysit your hoes or your girlfriends or whatever you're calling them. But don't ever expose yourself. And that just goes to show how much money these sports athletes have, man. But to leave $500,000 around, boy, they must have been some freaks, boy. You must have got down, huh?
I was going to ask, has Steve Stevens ever had a similar situation like this? But you just explained you're a master and you know how to avoid these situations.
Well, no, I've never been in a situation where I'm with hoes and all that shit anyway. No, not really. Back in the day, in my 20s, maybe.
That's what I mean. Back in the day.
No, I've been with my girl though. My days are over, Poppy. I'm older. All I do now is give you techniques that I'm a master at that I've came up over the years.
Yes.
But anyway, So Le'Veon Bell, shame on you. Be careful, and you're gonna have to chalk that one up as a loss. You shouldn't even have called the police. That's your fault. Shame on you. Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit more special where people can make money, which I wanted to talk to you about, which is the Belmont Stakes.
Yes.
Obviously a big race. People are going to be coming out. The champagne's going to be popped. The big hats are coming out again. A lot of cocaine. A lot of older women looking to get fucked by a young guy. A lot of cougars out there. A lot of money. Belmont Stakes are exciting for a lot of reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even without a Triple Crown on the line, Poppy, 2019 Belmont Stakes field is loaded. And we'll get to this in a minute. It should be, because with nothing for stake, I'm thinking that it's going to get low reviews and no one even wants to go, but I'm going to ask your opinion. 9 out of the 10 horses have at least 2 victories. The 10 has won with the runner-up at the Preakness Stakes. So 151st test of a champion is Saturday at the Belmont Park with a post time of 6:43 p.m. Eastern Time, 3:43 or 3:48 Eastern, 6:43 here. So maybe 3:48 here, 6:48 there. Tell me about the Belmont.
Well,
now, there's nothing up for risk. There's no Triple Crown on the line. Nothing. Does this affect the viewership? What does it do, Poppy?
First off, I'd like to thank the judges over there at Churchill Downs, because they literally took away tons of ratings. They took away this race being special. Me, who loves horse racing more than anything, and a lot of my friends who are involved in horse racing, both thoroughbreds and harness, they've really tarnished this year and maybe the future by taking down the winner of the Kentucky Derby. They really ruined this year's Triple Crown races. So this race, a lot of people don't even care about anymore, which is very sad. You got horses that really haven't competed in the Derby or the Preakness, so this is a new field. It's the Belmont, so it's still a special race. You have War of Will in there, who won the Preakness, and that's great. Tacticus, he's raced in all these races, the pre-races to the Derby and everything like that, so you have those two. But you've got a lot of new horses in here. You have Master Fencer at 8-1, Intrepid Heart at 10-1, Bourbon War 12-1, Everfast at 12-1, Sir Winston at 12-1, Spinoff at 15-1, Tax at 15-1, Jovia 30-1. Then you have War Will, Preakness winner 2-1, and Tacticus, the 9-5 favorite. Tacticus may be able to get the job done, but again, I think this is an open race with a lot of horses we haven't seen. My personal opinion, go for some value in this race. Find something you like in here and take a shot.
I agree. It's an open field. Look for some good value. Get drunk, have a good day, and go get your money and join it. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, this show was very flavorful as far as information and golden nuggets.
Yes.
I gave you a lot of shit. Told you about the first 5. Told you guys home teams that are winning in the first 5. Told you away teams that are winning in the first 5. Told you the overs in the first 5, the under. Told you guys the Padres have 6 straight overs. LA Dodgers are hot to the under in the full game. St. Louis 8-2 to the under. Kansas City 7-2. Andy Ruiz, first Mexican heavyweight champ. Congratulations. The weight class at heavyweight doesn't impress me at all right now. It is what it is. I think boxing altogether. There's a couple exciting fighters, but since my boy Money May went out, he just took everything out the game. You know what I mean?
It's like horse racing to me. Same thing. Just goes.
Stanley Cup Finals. I broke it down for you guys. Boston has the edge here. They're at home with a high favorite. Don't fall for that shit. Like I said, they're trapping you in on the under. Be very careful when it comes down to that series as well. Like we told you, the Belmont Stakes are this weekend. Should be a fun-filled weekend. A lot of things to do. It's getting hot out here in Las Vegas, guys.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that you're cooled off. For the summer, don't you want to take your family to the beach house? If you're in a hot area, if you're in the cold area, don't you want to thaw out? Don't you want to get a new car? Don't you want to make sure you spend time with your family? Or better yet, buy yourself a new house. One thing about beat, guys, right now is when all the amateur sports bettors get killed. This is when guys that think they know what they're doing get murdered and they lose their money. The summertime is the sports book's dream. This is where they make all their money. They can inflate their lines. They can trap you, and it's where they make big fucking money. You're thinking that they're looking for just 10%. No, they're trying to trap you on a game that's should be minus $1.10, that they put minus $1.60. And you bet it and lose. That's losing $1,600 to every $1,000. They make a lot of money doing that, and I don't want you to be trapped. However, for me here at VIP Sports, this is when I make the most amount of fucking money. So let's make sure of one fucking thing. Let's not have the players be the only ones to get paid. This podcast is strictly to show amateur sports bettors and novice and expert guys how to make the most amount of money possible. Believe me, I'll hit the home run, guys. All I need you to do is run the bases. On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, make sure you call this weekend. Take advantage of that promotion, $250 to deal with me, El Scorcho himself, for the entire weekend. Let's go make some money, guys. I want you to enjoy yourself. I'm coming strong. You're coming strong. Remember, it's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share. Stop getting fooled by all these bullshit guys on social media. Fuck the rest. Get with the best. Call now. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. See you next week. Watch out for that Motivation 101 and that Sportsbook Review.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the palm play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.